Hi there. Good afternoon. My name's Tom, and today's video is about bait. Because a lot of people got big mad at me over some of my messaging in the last week. Some folks felt like I was telling them not to stand up for themselves. And other folks were just offended at the idea that they shouldn't have an audience. That they're entitled to have people pay attention to them while they deliberately go about trying to piss them off. It's, as far as entitlements go, that one's pretty special. So we'll focus on this from the perspective of people who felt like I was telling them not to stand up for themselves, because I believe it's important to stand up for yourself, and it's important to do that in a way that will be effective. It's one of those things. Never face the enemy on their terms or on a field of their choosing, kind of deal. Well, let's apply that to just basically dealing with unpleasant people. Now, I can correct somebody when they're saying something that is wrong. I can explain to them. I could try to reason with them. Or I could just cut it off. Cut through the crap. And as for example, I think it was about a little over a year ago. I was having a conversation with somebody who I generally got along with okay, but he was a little bit Looney Tunes. Saw conspiracies and everything, the Empire State Building is a hoax. The CIA did an experiment on his brain in Korea, Nam, that sort of thing. So, I take what he has to say with a grain of salt. And, it felt like he was warming me up for something in one of his rants, and I just nod and smile, because that's what you do when people are saying a bunch of goofy stuff. But yeah, he was trying to warm me up for a statement he had about those people he dislikes, those people who are, well, let's just say their existence is a problem for him. And I just said, that you lost me at that point. That's just bigoted, and I do not want to talk to you anymore. And that's it. I identified the problem. I took the corrective action. I said, I don't want to talk to you anymore. End of conversation. I stood up to the crap. Yeah, he flipped out a little bit. Had a lot of things to say, and I just looked at it. I was like, nope, don't care. Don't want to talk to you anymore. He started throwing bait at me. He said, you calling me a bigot, that makes you a bigot, because you're not being tolerant of me and my beliefs. I could explain rationality and reality to him, but it'd be a waste of time. So I just said, good luck with that. I don't want to talk to you anymore. He started saying, you're being intolerant, like he's trying to throw, catchphrases at me. You're being intolerant. Now, I could explain what the idea of tolerance is and with regard to standing up to bigotry, but it'd be a waste of time. So I went with the literal definition of intolerant, and I just looked at it and I said, correct. I do not want to talk to you anymore. And you know what? That really drove him nuts. But then he went on with, Oh, you're pretending there's something wrong with me. You're gaslighting. You're gaslighting. It's like, I could try to explain that him trying to pass off his cruelty and so forth as normal, and that the problem is on me. That is what gaslighting is, but it's a waste of time. I just said, yeah, okay, kid, I don't want to talk to you anymore. He's making a big scene. He's upset. He's yelling at me. He's like, you called me. You know, he's going on and on about, I'm being intolerant, saying things are bigoted. And I looked at him, I was like, he's like, I have freedom of speech. You and your cancel culture. And, you're taking away my freedom of speech. And I just looked at him and I was like, if you're allowed to say something bigoted, okay. But I'm allowed to say that it's bigoted. You can say what you want, and if it's bigoted, well, then I will say it's bigoted. And that's why I don't want to talk to you anymore. See, the thing is, at no point did I say anything that took more than 10 words. I did not go off on paragraphs. I did not make any tangents. I did not try to explain reality. Just shut it down. And obviously, he kept trying to throw more bait to drag the conversation out. And yes, it did go on, except I wasn't taking any of the bait. I just said, I don't want to talk to you anymore. You're being intolerant. Correct. You're a bigot. Good luck with that, kid. You're gaslighting. Uh-huh. Yeah, sure, kid. It's about it. And you know what? He's calling more and more attention to himself in a workplace setting. That he said something bigoted, and I let him know that it was offensive and inappropriate, and I don't want to talk to him anymore. I handled it professionally. And so, the thing is, this is the sort of thing that can end somebody's job. It could possibly cost a career. Except I didn't do any of that to him. He did it all to himself. And that's why it's important not to take the bait. Just shut the conversation down. You don't even have to engage with somebody unless you're cornered, in which case they're putting their job even further at risk. But, if you're not cornered, hell, you don't even have to do that. You could just put your headphones in after saying, don't want to talk to you anymore. And move on. And if they keep trying to grab your attention, it's like, nope, you bored me. Don't care. I got a job to do. Go away. And you know what? It shuts it down. That's still standing up for yourself, but it's not taking the bait. And that's really important. Let me know what you think in the comments. Like, share, subscribe. Have a good day.